Hello and welcome to another edition of Top 10 Tuesdays. Today we are going to celebrate what I consider to be the top 10 Iron Man storylines from the comics. This is the first part of a two-part series because next week we'll be looking at the top 10 Captain America storylines. So I shall stop talking now and I will let you watch the countdown. Number 10. World's Most Wanted. Now that Norman Osborn has taken control of S.H.I.E.L.D., Tony Stark has failed. He does not want to compound his failure, though, by giving Osborn access to the files from the Superhero Registration Act. Tony erases all the existing files on the Act. However, due to his extremist powers, Tony has the files in his brain. Osborn knows this, so he begins to hunt Tony across the globe. It is a powerful arc by Matt Fraction and Salvador LaRocca that has a nice prominent role in it for Pepper Potts. Number 9. Iron Man Doom Quest. Tony Stark refuses to give Doctor Doom some of his Iron Man tech, so Doom decides to take the tech by force, which leads to Iron Man taking on Doom. During their fight, they are thrown back through time thanks to Doom's time machine and land back in the days of Camelot, where Iron Man teams with King Arthur himself, while Doom teams up with Morgana Le Fay. We get the glorious sight of Doom leading an army of undead warriors against the knights at the Round Table. For fans in the know, Michelin Layton and Romita are the Iron Man Dream Team, and this is by far one of the most fun stories. Number 8. The Five Nightmares. In an attempt to avenge the death of his father, Ezekiel Stane adapts Stark technology into weapons of mass destruction, forcing Tony Stark into a race around the world to avoid stopping a man who is basically a younger and faster version of himself, only without any regard for human life. This storyline brings Pepper Potts back into the Iron Man universe in a big way. The beginning of Matt Fraction and Salvador LaRocca's long run on Iron Man. It's a great story with some really good artwork. Number 7. Haunted. Haunted is probably the best Mandarin Center story out there. The elves were able to breathe new life into a villain whose menace had long given way to semi-ridicule. Even though Tony wins out in the end, the Mandarin takes him to his absolute limit. For everything that was going on in Tony's life at that time, when he was director of S.H.I.E.L.D., it was the haunted storyline where we saw the cracks start to appear that led to Tony's eventual downfall. It's a well-written, well-drawn story that is probably one of the best modern takes on Tony Stark, the focus being on Tony and not the armour. Number 6. Stark Disassembled, which covers Invincible Iron Man number 20 to 24. Matt Fraction and Salvador LaRocca rebuild Iron Man from the ground floor up as Tony deals with his recent actions during Civil War by asking for forgiveness from Thor and the newly resurrected Steve Rogers. This is a great story, one that I personally enjoy, as I think it shows a completely different side to Tony Stark, one that we don't often get to see, that of remorse and regret. Number 5. Iron Man Extremis. Warren Ellis was a great shot in the arm for Iron Man. He updates Tony's origin to the modern era and gives him the Extremis techno-organic virus, which takes Tony from being a man in a valuable tech suit to one of the most powerful men alive. For fans of the Iron Man films coming into comics, this may be the best starting point. No storyline has influenced the movies more than this, and that is a good thing. Near faultless storytelling from Ellis and Granov. Number 4. Tales of Suspense number 39 to 50. The daddy of them all. No top 10 can be complete without the one that started it all. We get the origin stories of Iron Man in this issue, and in issue 50 we see the first appearance of the Mandarin, which elevates the collection. Crimson Dynamo is also a cult favourite, and we also get to meet Pepper Potts and Happy Hogan. Without this story, Iron Man never would have existed. Number 3. Iron Man Armor Wars. This is a full-on take-no-prisoners quest for revenge that also changes the status quo, as Tony fakes the Silver Centurion's Iron Man version's death and comes back with a new Iron Man armor. It's a little morality tale too. Tony has the right to take back his tech, but wants it at a too high a price. The repercussions of the events in Armor Wars rumbled on for years in the Marvel Universe, and is one of my personal favourites, which is why it is placed so highly in this list. Number 2. Ironmonger. Obadiah Stane has stolen Tony's company, and Tony's fallen into a pit of despair and self-pity, but has finally fought his way back to sobriety. James Rhodes took over as Iron Man in Tony's absence, but the suit was never meant to be worn by someone for too long. Rhodes is beginning to crack up, and Tony's been forced to return to Iron Man for the climactic battle against Stane's new identity, the Ironmonger. This story is probably one of the most iconic and is known for the final battle in the first Iron Man movie. Number 1. Demon in a Bottle. This story was the first to provide Tony with true depth and human failings. Gone was the rich, happy-go-lucky playboy of the 1960s. In his place was a man who gave in to his selfish desires and let his company suffer for it. To most fans of Iron Man, this is the definitive storyline, and its effects are still felt today. There is some additional humour heroes fair thrown in as well for all to enjoy. It's a truly great story. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video, that countdown. Leave your comments below, let me know what you think. If you think there's any storylines that I've missed, or any that you think should take the number 1 spot instead of mine, let me know. It's always great to know what you guys think. And as I mentioned, we will be doing the top 10 Captain America storylines next week to tie in with the release of Captain America Civil War, which obviously pits Captain America against Iron Man over the Superhuman Registration Act. Captain America disagrees, Iron Man agrees. So I will see you with that. Tomorrow we won't be posting any videos, but there will be finally a review of the last season of Walking Dead. Great season. That'll be on DisneyHashtag.com, and please don't forget to like, share, and spread the word, because the more followers we get, the more we can do. We should be back now to regular posting. And yeah, so Walking Dead Wednesday tomorrow on the blog, not here, on the blog. Until Thursday, which will be posting a little review of Salute 2016 that I attended over the weekend. And I think that's all we got planned for this week so far. There'll be a news roundup at the end of the week. But until then, I shall bid you keep on hashtagging.